Good morning, Tedspokepawn crew. We're going to do a little bit different video today. For those of you who don't know us, my name is Ariel. This is my brother Michael. We work at Ted's Pawn Shop in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's our family business. This morning, we're going to talk about some of the first sets of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, just kind of do a review of our favorite cards. We're not talking about 151 today. That would be a whole video in itself. We're going to start off with Scarlet and Violet base. What is your favorite card from Scarlet and Violet base, bud?
Probably the Slowpoke.
The Slowpoke. I'll put it up on screen here.
Right here.
What do you like about it?
Just the artwork on it. It's different, and it's Slowpoke. It's one of the originals.
Okay. Mine's pretty easy. Mine's Gardevoir. Currently, this isn't always going to be the case. It has overtaken Miriam as the most expensive raw card in the set right now, just by like $1 or so. But still, it's pretty cool. But I think that the reason that it's doing so well is because the entire set of the Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir have really taken off in value, especially on the PSA 10 market, because it is so impossible to get a 10 in the Ralts or the Kirlia. I'll put up the statistics here of how many 10s there are compared to how many 9s. It's not good. Yeah. There's so many print lines. Just they cranked out so many cards. It's very hard. They're mostly off-center, the ones that I've seen, print lines. It's just really, really hard to get a 10. And I think people want this as a set because it's one of their story sets where the woman's moving in the apartment, see, I guess, her boyfriend or husband in the background, little Curly on the couch, and then their family's growing. And then I guess that's later in life when it's the Gardevoir, and she's sitting there knitting. So it's kind of...
And you mean like sequential PSA numbers? Is that what we're talking about? Like what we've tried to do?
We tried, but it was too hard. No, I'm talking like...
They just want it raw or in general?
That has driven up the raw prices. I mean, the Kirlia prices raw are $15 a PSA 10. They sell for around $200. I'm sorry, that was the Ralts. The Kirlias are $11 raw, PSA 10, $120. And this one, most of those illustration rares are sitting around $4 or $5 if you're lucky. Another card from that set that I really like that I think is kind of probably should be worth a little bit more. I mean, it's $15 raw. Is the Miraidon EX 244. So it is one of the chase cards. So it's not like it's like nobody's heard of it. But I just like the way it looks because I mean, you got the little Fido in the apartment, Miraidon going by outside the window. It looks like the superhero movies or Godzilla going by kind of thing. I kind of like that one. I know you didn't have one that you thought was a sleeper in this set.
The Slowpoke's a good one to buy right now because it's not that much raw. I mean, I know they're hard to get graded, but it's still an affordable card raw. It
is for especially an original character, and it's another one of those that if you do get one that's a 10, it's worth a lot more than it is raw, but it's hard to get a 10. I am going to give an honorable mention to Great Tusk here, though. That's pretty good artwork on that one. I think that's pretty cool. I think it's interesting that people are just because their Sword and Shield is down a little bit. I think that people are starting to discover how good the illustration rares and SIRs in the Scarlet and Violet era.
Now, when you're mentioning these, are you putting these on screen? Like, did you just put that one on screen?
I just put Great Tusk on screen. I'll have to do it again because I thought we moved on. I'd probably taken it off at that point.
Right here.
All right. Moving on, let's move on to Paldea Evolved. Ooh, I know which one you liked.
Heracross.
Heracross.
On the road?
Yeah, tell me a little bit about Heracross, number 194 in that set.
So it's a cool card. No, it's just a really good artwork card. It's right there on the road, in the shade, just hanging out.
Did Ash win a lot of tournaments with his Heracross?
I can't remember exactly. I haven't watched the show in forever, but yeah, it was one of his go-to Pokemon.
All right, okay. Interesting. Mine was Chin Yu EX 259. It's a card that I think, as far as the artwork, is pretty darn good. Just under the ocean there with like a little kelp or seaweed forest plants, just kind of cruising with the sunlight behind it. I think that's one that people will really like down the line years from now. It's one that like I wouldn't mind having one of those, but I've got 3 kids, so I can't just go buying cards.
You could,
but yeah, but then there's that credit card debt thing problem. Let's see, what was your sleeper card?
Merle
204. Let's see where that's at. Pull that up. That's kind of a cool looking card.
It's in the water, holding its tail.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, and then you got is that a who's
You got
down there?
a couple love discs in the back. Yep.
Is that a clauncher there? Could be wrong. No. Cool. All right. Yeah, I like the artwork. It's what Pokemon's supposed to look like. I went with the as far as my sleeper card. I went with the Paldean Tauros. Now that I don't know. Looks like a stampede of wildebeest out on the plane that you don't want to get caught by, but I think that's pretty amazing. I like it. Just the sunset right in the background coming out.
It's a great safari scene.
Anyway, okay. The next set we're going to talk about is Obsidian Flames. I think we both
Ninetales. So now you look like you're copying me.
I actually wrote mine down first before you said
it
Ninetales.
so he's probably lying.
Let me see if I can find it here. We might have to edit this part out. Come on. No, that's.
What do you mean? Just put it right here, right now.
Sorry.
Right now.
Ninetales. Obsidian Flames. There's some really good looking cards, but I think because there's so few illustration cards and they printed so many and the hit rates were so good, there's a lot of copies of it out there. It's probably not easy to get a 10. I know we've tried a couple times and we've only gotten 9s.
And even like the gloom, like for the longest time, was not very expensive in a 10, and they're holding a decent price right now.
Well, that leads me to my sleeper card, Gloom. The picture that you're seeing on screen does not do justice like a lot of these cards, actually holding it in your hand and seeing the way the light refracts off of it. The artwork on that is just amazing. And for a raw card that's $5, I mean, it's a great time to be a collector if you don't care about getting PSA cards. If you just want to have cards that are in drop tops, take care of them in your binders, that Gloom is just an amazing card. And I think that, eventually when too much of Obsidian Flames gets ripped, and they may do a reprint this year because that one's probably one that people wish they had more of, or if they missed out on it when it was $5, they're really going to be kicking themselves because that is an awesome looking card. What was your Cleffa? Cleffa, that's amazing. I like that.
I wanted to,
Amateur
but the Cleffa's a good card. Yeah,
I'm gonna have another drink of coffee while you talk about Cleffa.
It's just a good card. That's all I've got.
I like the fact that you see the shooting star and the reflection of the shooting star, and I think it gets quite an effect to the card. And once again, this is one of those cards that on screen...
Ton of print lines on it, so probably a little more difficult to get a 10 in it.
Did we get a 10 in that?
We did.
We did.
One. 10 in,
It's just another card that it does not do it justice to the picture that I'm showing on screen because when you hold in the card and the way the light refracts off of it, it's just so much better. Okay, so the last one we're going to talk about today is Paradox Rift. What was your favorite from...
The Steelix.
The Steelix 208. Well, there you go. Why do you... I don't have to ask why you like that one. I like it.
Card.
It's a Steelix that's helping some guys out as being the cherry picker at the construction site or the elevator, whatever you want to say. That's pretty cool. Okay. Mine was Roaring Moon. One, because I've never pulled it, and I'd like to pull it. We actually opened a lot of Paradox Rift. Two, because it's just an awesome scene. You'll see the little, whatever they're, scream tails, the primeval wiggly puffs there, kind of getting blown away. Kind of like that. What was your sleeper?
Glycopod.
Number 246.
Did I say that? I didn't say it.
Ooh, yeah, look at that. Is it Golispod? Golispod? I don't know how to pronounce it. There's different pronunciations, I'm sure. But that, wow, that is a nasty looking insect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nightmare fuel there. But I like the scene. I do. Mine was it's kind of an odd one because it's not very expensive, and most people probably wouldn't. But Aegislash 210. I just kind of like it looks kind of like a mysterious, it's kind of blending in with some like mysterious ruins there in the background.
I have like 5 of those at home if you want to buy them.
That's okay. That was one that's $3 raw, but if you get a 10, it's $50. That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad. That's another one that's probably tough to get a 10 in. So that's all we're going to talk about today as far as some of the 4 sets of Scarlet and Violet. We'll get to the others at some other point. and do another video on that. What's going on this week is we're getting prepped for our card show next Saturday, August 31st, at the Champions Mill Sports Complex. It's Spooky Nook Sports Complex at Champions Mill.
It's a new sports complex up there, right?
Yeah, in Hamilton, Ohio, about 40 minutes north of here. It'll be Saturday from 10 to 4. We'll see. Sometimes those things kind of die out at the end of the day, but we'll be there ready to go. And then the other thing is our website continues to get a lot of views. I will be posting some Japanese packs on Monday or Tuesday when I make sure I got them in. I don't like to post stuff if I don't actually have it in hand to be able to ship out. Unless it's something that's coming from my distributor, like the pre-order on the Stellar Crown, which we will do in a preview at Stellar Crown at some point as well, when they get the full card list out there of everything in there. But other than that, if you would like to view some of the better single cards we have for sale, they're up on our website, just tedspokepawn.com. We've also got some sealed product from our distributor there, and please go visit that. If you'd like to be aware of the newest stuff coming out that will be posted to the website, you have to scroll down and put your email in and subscribe. I will be hitting to the subscribers first before we post anything on any of our social media, so they have a chance to buy it first.
Wrap it up.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day, Pokemon crew. Bye.